S.O.A.P is our daily study of the Bible, featuring a scripture, an observation, an application, and a prayer. Good morning. Today's Thursday, October 14th. I'm Tom Tracy, and this is your daily S.O.A.P. Our scripture for today, Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 21. I have not sent these prophets, yet they run around claiming to speak for me. I've given them no message, yet they go on prophesying. And the observation is, are you sure you've heard from God? The application, I've been talking a bit recently about being careful to know the source and the motivation behind what you're paying attention to. Now, let's be clear. Not every prophet is a false teacher, and Jeremiah is an example of this. God was frustrated that there were so many false prophets running around, but yet there was still Jeremiah, who was a true prophet of God. You see, even in Jeremiah's time, men were misrepresenting God. They were saying things that were for their benefit and things that they thought people wanted to hear. They weren't representing what God was saying. God didn't send these men, and He hadn't been giving them the words. Yet they spoke and claimed the words were from God. Though this book was written hundreds of years before Christ, man is still the same, and there are still men that are not hearing from God, but proclaiming to be giving you God's words. Now, if you read the rest of this book, you'll realize that later on in this same chapter, God is issuing a stern warning to these men. But I want to issue the warning to you, the hearer, not the man, the speaker. You see, we need to be certain that we know the source of the words that you're taking in. There are lots of men that will tell you what you want to hear or tell you what they want you to hear, and not what God is speaking to you through them. Because in many cases, God just isn't speaking through them. The same as it was in Jeremiah's day, it is today. We have men that want to distort the truth and want to pervert it for their own purposes and their own gain. So be certain that you know the source of the words that you're taking in. It doesn't matter who they're coming from. It matters who they are sourced from. Not everyone that claims to be speaking on God's behalf truly is. And it's our job to make sure that we understand who we're listening to and where their words are truly coming from. Seek God. Look to Him. He's the author of everything you need. Let Him show you and let Him speak to you, even if He uses someone else to do it. Our prayer for today, Father, thank you that you have put men in my life that speak your word to me. Help me to have the discernment to know who's speaking your truth and who isn't. I trust that the Lord has spoken to you through this message today. If so, hit like and share and send it off to a friend. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Have a great day. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and check us out. Surf around, and if you like what you see, do me a favor and mash that subscribe button and hit the bell.